Hey, collective. Welcome to the channel, guys. All right, so we're going to look at a situation that you may be dealing with, but today I keep hearing in my head it's all about healing. We have walked through that 1010 portal, and I know it was tough for a lot of us. Okay, a lot of us are in our emotions right now. A lot of us are seeking answers as to why, certain things had to be released, and we're questioning ourselves, and that's normal. Okay, that's growth. That's inner reflection. It's shadow work. So just don't beat yourselves up. Okay, don't beat yourselves up. Don't be too tough on yourselves as you're doing your inner work. That's very important, to be compassionate and kind and loving towards yourself. Okay, and so I just want us to focus on healing, right? Moving forward. It's all about moving forward, you guys. No more being stuck in the past. No more, beating yourselves up is what I'm hearing, because I'm guilty of that too. I think a lot of us, when things don't go, according to how we plan, we tend to want to figure out what's wrong with us. What did we do wrong? And that's good that you do that. Honestly, that you ask. That means you're not a narcissist, right? It means that you can inner reflect. But when you do reflect, Spirit wants you to be kind to yourself, is what I'm hearing. Things happen because they're supposed to happen. And if you don't have all the answers in this exact moment, there's a reason for it. The answers will come when you're ready to receive the answers. And so I think the thing that we're asked to do is, yes, reflect, but at the same time, we're asked to surrender and accept. Okay, surrender the things that we've been shown aren't for our highest good at this time, and accept this present moment for just whatever it is in the moment. Okay. So anyways, I don't know what we're going to talk about necessarily, but I just needed to put that out there, and just to let you guys know you're not alone. You are so loved. We are all exactly where we're supposed to be at every given moment, and there's nothing wrong with you. Okay. There's nothing wrong with you, and there's nothing wrong with the ones that we've had to release. It is what it is, right? There's reason for everything. All right, so let's just go ahead and get started here. Let's look at this past energy really quick. Yeah, well, you know what? Spirit's saying no, the past is over. We got the Knight of Wands with the World card when I'm asking about past energy. That's actions to end, actions that you've taken to end your past cycles. No more harboring the past. No more harping on the past, I'm hearing. Okay? Let the past be what it is, the past, so that you can step into this present energy. What is the present energy? Victory over lacking mentality, guys. Recognition and victory over this perception that you don't have enough. This perception that maybe you wasn't enough, to hold on to whatever person, place, or thing you've had to let go of. It's not about you not being enough. Okay? We're having victory over lacking mentality in the collective. We're having victory over the need to control. So presently, we're getting victory over the Five of Coins. We're having victory over our woundings, right? Victory from the wounding that has occurred, where a lot of us have felt ostracized. A lot of us have felt let down, not supported by those that we counted on to support us, right? That all happened for our highest good. Even though it didn't feel good in the moment, it happened for the highest good of us. And so even if there's no rhyme or reason to any of it at this moment, Spirit's simply asking you to accept and to continue to push forward. Okay? Continue to hope and believe in the best. Believe in your worth. Know that you are worthy. And the things that happen aren't based on deservingness. It's all about learning and growing, and situations that are needed along the path to wake us up, to bring us into certain... It's like sometimes we have to be pushed or we won't move, right? So these situations where we thought maybe we were lacking, or we were being rejected, or where our wounding comes from, those situations that we were holding on to from the past, I feel like we have. We've surrendered and we've let it go, and that's why we're in this energy of victory. Those situations, they were catalyst situations. They were things that needed to happen to push us outside of our comfort zone, to keep us from growing stagnant or complacent. Spirit's teaching us how to change our perspectives from a lacking mentality of like, woe is me, and I'm a horrible person because such and such situations happened in my life and I deserve this or I didn't deserve that. They're taking us out of that mentality and they're giving us the bigger picture of, you know what? I trust in the universe. I trust in the divine. As hard as this situation may have been for me to get through, I know I needed to see certain things about myself, certain things about those that maybe I was holding on to, certain things about my own spiritual beliefs even. I needed that push to get me out of this Five of Coins energy. And so I can look back with gratitude, not just pain anymore. I can actually see that it was needed. What is the future energy? Okay, so in the future, this is you. This is a card of indifference, but it's a card of rejecting something, right? And so when this card came out, you know, in the past where you were feeling rejected by the world, by those around you, by those that you expected support from, by these people, places, or things that you were trying to hold on so tightly to, you're no longer going to be feeling rejected. Now you are in a powerful place. You are standing in your power where you're going to be choosy. You're going to, it's not, I'm not, I don't, you're going to be rejecting. Yes, you have the power to reject anything that does not serve your highest good moving forward. Anything that wants to keep you in a lacking mindset. Any person, place, or thing, you know what is good for you and what is not good for you moving forward. You no longer have to just sit in situations waiting for the towers to fall. You don't have to be in the tower. You have the power to decide if you want to be in a tower or not with other energies, right? So in the future, you have the power to reject something here. Yeah, you're deciding not to move forward with something, collective. The Chariot in the reverse. You're deciding what you're going to move forward towards, how you're going to move forward, and who you're going to move forward with. So this energy that we're getting victory over, where we were feeling shunned, that needed to happen to show you who, what, and how you're meant to move forward with, right? Who you're meant to move forward with, how you're going to move forward, and what you're taking with you. So in the future, you have the power to reject any of these energies from the past. It's almost like holding on to energy because you feel like you have to, because maybe there's family ties or you know, there's some sort of like obligation that your spirit felt. It was like a karmic tie that you felt to these things from the past that now it's like you've gone through the worst. You've gone through some of the deepest pain possible with those energies or because of a lot of those energies, right? And so that needed to happen so that you could see that they're not for your highest good. Doesn't mean they're bad people necessarily. It just means it's not for where you're going. They're not going on the next step that you're taking. They're going in a new direction. They're going in their own direction. And that's okay. Spirit, I think the lesson here is for us to learn not to hold on for dear life because we feel like we have to. Okay? Not to sit in a tower that we see clearly doesn't resonate with us. A tower of energies that we know is on the way to destruction because, you know, it doesn't vibrate with us. It's not for us. But why did we hold ourselves in those places, in those towers with those energies that never really resonated with us in the first place, right? Ask ourselves those questions. Why did we stay where we knew we were uncomfortable? We don't have to. Your options are opening up, collective. 7 of Cups. because of your past actions to end holding on to the past here, holding on and feeling obligated or feeling the need to be validated by these energies that just kept leaving you out in the cold over and over again, these energies that never really saw who you are in the first place. It's like you're trying to hold on to these energies for dear life in the past, but they were never really holding on to you, right? It's like they were, why is the Five of Pentacles here? Yeah, it was all about what you could offer. You were offering loyalty for a long time. It was always about what you were bringing to the table. You were always the one expected to bring everything to the table, and they would happily eat from your table. They would eat until there was nothing but scraps left. Not a single one of them asking you, hey, you know, should we save you some of this, right? No, they would just sit at your table, eat it up really quickly, and then leave you out in the cold. And this was a cycle that kept playing out over and over again that you're getting victory over. Okay? Sometimes we don't need to know why things happen. We're just asked to live in this moment and be present and be aware, right? Be aware. Be aware of what reality is showing you. Not what you want it to be or what you wish it was or what people promise, oh, I'm going to do this for you, but do, you know, be aware. Remember, actions speak louder than words. They can say something, but if their words don't match up with their actions, then it's not in alignment for you. Unless you choose to sit in the tower with those energies until it destroys itself, right? You have the power and the choice now. You have the awareness, collective. You have the strength to know what to reject and what doesn't need to move forward, what's blocking you. You see clearly who and what has been blocking you. What about yourself has been self-sabotaging, and what about those that you've had in your circle you've been allowing to hold you back? Spirit's saying you have done the work and you are coming out on the other side of this. And you have strength to reject what does not serve you, okay? Yeah, you don't need to wait for the answers. You don't need to wait for good news. You don't need to wait until the bad news comes in before you see things clearly, like, oh, you know, it's almost, I did this too. It's like sitting in a place or around certain energies that you just, like, you know, aren't good for you, okay? They're not in alignment for you in some way, and that doesn't make them bad. It doesn't make you good, or vice versa. It just means it's not in alignment, but just holding yourself in place, waiting for the tower to fall, waiting for the bad news to come in before you actually are triggered to release it, right? We don't have to wait for the bad news to come in order to get our victory, okay? We're being asked to move authentically for what is in alignment with your integrity, what is in alignment with your beliefs, what is in alignment for your highest good, who is also bringing something to the table. So if you're having a get-together, a celebration, you're not supposed to dress the whole table, right? The people that you're moving forward with, they're going to bring something to the table too. They're going to bring loyalty too, right? They're not just going to sweep into the doors, eat up all your food there, and then out the door again, right? They're going to stick around. They're going to help you clean up the table. They're going to give you they're going to give you the first spoonful off of the first plate, you know, that type. That's the energy that you're going to be moving in the future. No more of these people sitting at your table leaving you scraps. And not wait, and you don't have to sit back and wait around for the bad news or for the confirmation that it is what you perceive it to be before you make a move away from it. When you get perception that it's not for your highest good, when you get a perception that, hey, we're not energetically matched, or we're not morally matched, or we're not matched in this way or that way, you don't stick around waiting for you guys to become a match. You just say, okay, this is not in alignment for what Spirit's got for me or for where I want to go, who I want to be around. Like, this isn't alignment. So I don't have to wait around for an excuse to cut it out of my life. I don't have to wait for them to reject me or wound me before I have to let them go. I need to stand in my power, create boundaries through love, be loving and compassionate as I create these boundaries, but don't wait for the wounding to happen between us before I actually act on that, right? Stand in my power and move forward. Stand in my power and know it's okay to reject anything that does not serve my highest good. Anything that does not resonate with my inner truth. And as you learn to do that, you're moving towards what you desire, collective. You're moving towards your desires, okay? And that's exactly, what you're supposed to be doing. I was telling somebody earlier, when we keep these doors open, right? We cut boundaries, but then we hold on to the possibility that even though it wasn't resonating for us in alignment in the past, like maybe one day it will, right? So we keep that door open, we keep checking in with this person or letting them check in with us. That it's almost like we're wounded from one another, and then we keep that little door open, but it starts to scab over. We start to heal, and the scab starts to form on the skin of it, right? And then all of a sudden, here comes that person again, tearing off that scab, and so you're never really healing that wound. It's like you got to completely close doors on these things of the past in order for that scab to completely form, so new skin can grow. Okay. And so if we hold on to the possibility of unfulfilled potential that we see in one another, then it's always just going to be unfulfilled potential. Okay, we're supposed to create distance and give each other space to figure it out. Let them figure it out on their own. You figure it out on your own, and protect yourself from being wounded from another, but also from yourself wounding them, because that's where we end up getting entangled with a lot of karmic pain. Okay? You don't have to wait around for the pain to hit. It's like if we can trust our intuition, our inner knowingness, when things feel out of alignment, you don't just continue to wait for it to come into an alignment. Like it'll if it's meant to be, it'll be naturally, right? If it's good for you, it's gonna feel good. If it's out of alignment for you, it's gonna feel out of alignment. I think that's one of the biggest lessons, I know for me, for sure, that I've had to learn, okay? Is to trust my feelings of things and not to hold on tight to the things that don't really want to be held on to in the first place, right? If it did, it would feel good. If something that you're holding on to wanted to be held on to, then they would hold on to you just as tightly, right? So if it's not, then it's okay to let it go. You don't have to wait for the bad news to come in, or you don't have to wait for all the answers even, or the confirmation. If you're truly moving from your intuition, you're going to move authentically. Yeah. Yeah, there's somebody that's trying to come back around who's been deceitful with you, collective, right? They've been sneaky. They're expecting to move forward with you, and intuitively, even though you desire this person, intuitively, you know that you need to close that door. You know that you're going to have to stand in your power to reject this person. I think it's going to be very hard for you to be able to reject this person, but in the future, I mean, this is future energy, so they're about to come back in. It could be one of those people trying to tear off the scab, right? Maybe it's a door that you left a crack in or something. And Spirit's like, you already know this person has been, it's going to take you a lot of strength because you desire this person. But you're being told not to move forward with who this is, that you do need to reject this person. Because they're sneaky, they're deceitful. I think this person, they like to come in and just kind of check in with you every so often to pull that scab off, just to keep the energy flowing, right? Keep your energy flowing towards them. So that's why they do it. It's like an energetic, vampiric type of situation from what I'm seeing. Yeah, they just come in to take from you, right? This person, they feed off of your emotional energy. They feed off of your negative wounding here, is what Spirit's saying. Yeah, they feed off of conflict, causing conflict for you. And you already know this person brings a lot of conflict and drama to your own energy. Yeah, because you've already walked down the path with this person. You may feel like this is your emperor, or you may feel like you're this person's emperor. Maybe you support this person in some way. But Spirit's saying you're going to have to reject this situation. They're being deceitful. Yeah, so that you can get your justice. So a deceitful person, you're going to have to stand in your power here in the near future and have the strength to say enough is enough. Okay, I'm ready to heal, and just let them be is what I'm hearing. Let me get a little more information on this Seven of Swords person so you'll know who that is for you. Tell me about the Seven of Swords energy, please, Spirit, this deceitful person. You're going to get justice in this situation. Yeah. Look, there's the Chariot in reverse again. This is definitely someone that you're already aware of you're not supposed to move forward with. This person causes you a lot of mental conflict. Okay? You're always up in your head about this person, it seems. It's almost like when you stop thinking about them, that's when they come in, right? And it's because of you, when you're not thinking about them, when you're not consumed with thinking about this person, that's you cutting off your energetic flow to them. And so they'll come in to try to trigger you to think about them again, to feel conflict about them again, because then you're feeding them energy. Whoever this person is, you're definitely already very much aware of that you're supposed to reject them. What did this person do to you? Oh. Yeah, they beware of great pride. This person, they were very prideful with you. And they tried to steal your crown. They didn't honor or respect you. It's in reverse. They were very prideful with you. Okay? And they wanted to steal your crown. And you were supporting this person at one time, whether it's emotional, spiritual, or physical support. You were supporting this person, but they were very... Maybe it was always your fault, right? It didn't work because everything was your fault. But they were being sneaky because it's like they were really kind of getting off on the fact that they could tell you jump and you would say how high. Or they could tell you, well, you're doing this wrong. And you would really like beat yourself up trying to figure out, oh my gosh, well, I should have done this, or right? Like, don't do that to yourself. You're dealing with a prideful person who kind of gets off on the fact that you're willing to do whatever it takes for them. Yeah, you feel something is lacking in your life, and it's because of this person. It says you feel something's lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. This person takes pride in the fact that they feel like they're your end-all, be-all, and without them, you won't have a crown. Without them, you will feel like you're lacking. They take great pride in knowing that they have that type of control over you. And that's why Spirit's telling you, you got to reject them. They're sneaky about it. They don't show you that they take pride in that. They won't let you know that, but that's what Spirit's saying they do. They feel like, they have some sort of hold on you. And so they're not expecting you to reject them. Oh my goodness, that's going to be your justice. When you reject this person, and you say, no, I'm not going to move forward with you any longer, it's going to rock their world. It's going to send all this mental energy that they've been feeding off of you with, it's going to send it right back to them. They're the ones that's going to be in mental conflict because they're not expecting that. They're not expecting you to choose you. They're expecting you to allow them to just continuously wait for you to set the table. They're going to come in, eat it up, and not save you no scraps, right? They're not expecting you to tell them no, is what I'm getting here. So you've already taken the action to end it with this person, but they don't feel like it's a true ending. That's the thing. They want to keep that door open. They want to be able to come in and rip that scab off of you anytime, whether it's just sending you a text or, sending you something to make you, they want you thinking about them. They want you worried about them. They want you going within fretting about, oh my gosh, I was a whore. I should have done this, and this better to keep this relationship, right? No. This person, they purposefully try to keep you in lacking energy because it's like they want you to set this energetic table. but you're getting victory over this, is what I'm seeing. Let me just add a little bit more to the past energy here. Yeah, you are very empathetic with this person. This is someone that you've given a lot of empathy and compassion to, that you've tried to be understanding with, but no matter how understanding, how empathetic you've been, you can never please them. It's never enough. You're always doing something wrong. Spirit's saying give yourself that empathy. That same energy you've been given to this other person, give that to you. Okay? I feel like you have been open to seeing both sides of this situation. You have tried so hard to see both sides of this situation, but not this person. This person's only concerned about their side of things. Okay? You're empathetic and they're not. They're closed off. They're energetic vampire. Whether they're doing this on purpose or they're just doing it because they're feeding their ego, I don't know. But they're definitely showing up as like an energetic vampire. And so Spirit's saying you've been empathetic. You know that you've tried to see both sides of the situation. You know that in the past, the actions you took were to try to avoid a harsh ending with this person. You're not the one trying to put this person in lacking mentality or to take anything from them. You're the one that's always setting the table. You're the one who always has to wait for the bad news from this person. Don't wait for the bad news anymore. You don't have to wait for them to bring the bad news in for you to decide, hey, I can see what's going on here and this isn't serving me and I want victory. I'm no longer going to give you my crown. I'm no longer going to sit in this lacking mentality, avoiding what I desire and what I know is best for me just to feed your ego. And as soon as you clean your energetic space here of this prideful energy, you're gonna go through your rebirth. You're gonna learn that endings are merely beginnings. That's what that says. This is an ending that needs to happen, and it's for your highest good. Okay, you and this person, maybe you were a match at one time, but you're not a match to where you're not going to be matched going forward. You're just not. This person, they are in a lacking mentality, like they do. That's why they try to keep you in lacking mentality. You're no longer in that. You're being taken out of lacking mentality. You've done the work. You're learning that you can surrender control to the universe. You're learning that, you know, if it's not for my highest good, no matter how much I want to hold on to it, the right thing to do is to release it and not try to control what it's supposed to be, because I can trust that the universe has something that is more matched for me on the other side of this rebirth, right? Tell me about this other energy, this Seven of Swords energy. Yeah. Spirit just wants you to accept that person is who they are. They're exactly, you know, who you see them as. Learn to accept the things you cannot change. This person, they're never going to change, and that's okay. They got their own lessons to take, right? But you're going through a rebirth. You're changing, and you aren't just one-sided trying to make things your way. You're empathetic. You approach other people. You approach all your relationships. You know how to take criticism. This other person, they do not like to take criticism, okay? You know how to take constructive criticism. You don't get offended about it. You go within, almost to the detriment, what I was picking up earlier, right? Don't beat yourself up. You got to know how to balance that, right? Yes, when you get constructive criticism, go within, but don't beat yourself up. Don't carry all the blame of situations, right? Don't feel like it's all in your hands, that it was all up to you whether something worked or it didn't work. Take the constructive criticism, but don't carry the burden of that. Okay? So you're going through a rebirth, but so you're healing. Okay? You got Metatron. I just cut the deck to Metatron. Let me see what Metatron says, and then I'm going to pull one to read. But what's Metatron? For you specifically, Metatron is here supporting you. I think he's awakenings, or let me see. Ancient wisdom. Yeah, you're being taught how to tap into ancient wisdom here. It says okay, didn't I tell you this person's trying to keep you from receiving your crown, right? This says you are crowned with the light of source because you are the divine incarnate. Walk upon the earth as an angel, and life shall conspire to lift you up. Wisdom is available to those who truly follow the integrity of their heart. So this person wanted to keep you in so much conflict that you didn't know what your heart was saying. Okay, you couldn't trust what your heart was telling you because your mind was so consumed with just lacking mentality, which this person planted. They planted these seeds of lacking in you so that you would only be focused on that lacking. Those lacking seeds that they planted about you shouldn't, about how you're not enough, or it's whatever it is that they said you needed to be more of, or do more of, or this is wrong with you, that is wrong with you. Those are lacking mentality seeds this person planted in you to try to keep you from receiving your crown of light, your crown of glory, your wisdom. Because you would be so focused on all those seeds they planted of what you're not doing or what you should be doing, that you wouldn't be focused on the lessons, like the insights, the learning, the honor, how to honor yourself, how to be compassionate to yourself, how to be empathetic to yourself as much as you've been empathetic to this person, right? When you go with them, be empathetic, be kind, be gentle to yourself. Allow the crown of light to come in and just show you the truth of who you are, right? Not what everybody expects you to be, but who source says you are. Right? What is your essence? You're learning who you are and you're being crowned. But you're going to have to accept that this is over. Whatever this is, it's over. Okay? And as soon as you learn to accept that, no matter how much you try to carry something here, it always ends with this lacking mentality, feeling like you're not enough, you're not doing enough, or something, right? So when you accept that this is what the universe is telling you needs to come to an end so that you can get your justice, so you can move towards your desires, then you're going to have your rebirth here. That's your victory. But let's see who your guardian angel is. What is your guardian angel at this time? Sandalphon. And that's a 5. 5s are all about changes, right? So you're going through a big change right now. With every ending is a new beginning. So let's read about Sandalphon, and then I'm going to prayer. Okay, so the angel of prayer is with you right now. It says the angel who truly links heaven and earth, Sandalphon, is known as the tallest angel. So gigantic, in fact, that it is said to take 500 years to travel from his feet to his head. Like his twin Metatron, and OMG, that's who I just read, Metatron. Sandalphon is one of only 2 angels who previously walked the earth as a human. He was the prophet Elijah. He is charged with looking after our planet and taking our prayers to God, weaving them into a crown of daisies. There's that crown again. Often symbolized by a wheel of fire, Sandalphon is also known as the wheel of the divine chariot. And like his image in the card, he keeps our feet planted firmly on the ground while we embark on our journey of enlightenment. For this reason, Sandalphon is the ideal angel to call on when you are doing any meditation or healing work. His grounding influence will deepen your experience and help you to put your esoteric knowledge to practical use. His super grounding influence will always make you feel safe and at home wherever you are on earth. Known as the patron angel of music, you could be a musician, right? Sandalphon presides over the heavenly spheres and the angelic choirs. He helps you embrace your gifts and make sweet music from your life. Here's the message. OMG, here's the message. Didn't I say it's about surrendering? Well, this says, surrender your request and your worries to heaven so you can make space for positive change. Wait for a miracle. I am here to receive your wishes, and I am working to help you manifest your hopes into tangible form. So whoever I'm tapping into right now, guys, you are one beautiful soul. You are an enlightened being. You are going through your growth like the rest of us. But you are supported. You have the twins, right? Sandalphon and Metatron. I guess they're twin souls. And both of those cards came out for you. Let me just get you some advice. Hold on, let me take a drink of my coffee. I mean, advice is let this go, okay? It's something that you thought you desired, that you deep down know It's going to take you strength to let go of, but at the same time, you know you're supposed to reject this. It's not going to help you moving forward. We got that there twice. It's maybe, you know, this person's prideful, or maybe they trigger your pride in you even. Maybe this person even has you triggered in some sort of prideful energy that ends up keeping you feel like you're lacking on something, like you're not enough or whatever, but you're supposed to let that go, okay? So let's just get you some advice here. Spirit, for this energy, what is their best mentality they can have at this moment is what I'm hearing. Okay, so what is the best mentality for this person to have at this moment? How can they keep, okay, just one please. How can they keep their head on straight here? This person. Okay. You are in control, but sometimes if you're not in control, that's okay too. Sometimes it's okay to release control and realize that you're not in control of anyone else. The only one you can control is self, right? That's it. And that's enough. You're enough, okay? You don't have to live up to someone else's expectations before you're enough. You're already enough. There's nothing more that you have to do. If you're unmatched with someone, that's okay. You're just unmatched. Doesn't mean there's something wrong with you, okay? It says you are seated in the cockpit of your life and you serve as its brave and fearless pilot. If you experience turbulence, remember your position at the controls and adjust accordingly to navigate through any trials and tribulations with ease. You have full command of your own destiny. You can overcome any obstacle, okay? That one was trying to come out. Believe that you can succeed in any endeavor and trust the path will be laid out for you. Any obstacle you encounter on your journey to success can be conquered. What is destined for you will be yours, but the key is perseverance. Okay? What we got here? Radiate confidence, okay? Believe in yourself 100%, and soon others will begin looking to you as a source of motivation. When you invest in positive emotions, it is normal for you to feel great about yourself. Self-assurance is the best way to increase your drive and ambition. This right here. This is what this person triggers in you, right? You're not feeling self-assured just the way you are. It's like you're trying to impress or do what this person says that you should do in order to be better, do better, or match them. But they don't match you, okay? Spirit wants you to raise your confidence here. Focus on your own success. And remember, your thoughts are healthy, therefore I am healthy. When your thoughts are healthy, that means you are healthy. Be committed to your goals and natural achievement will follow. When success is the focal point, you can accomplish anything with consistency and hard work. Every day you discover new ways to enhance your ability to create abundance in your life. A mindset of self-acceptance and body positivity is key to a healthy mind and body. By actively taking the steps to incorporate healthy eating habits and positive self-talk, you can balance your physical and psychological well-being while working towards an improved quality of life. All right, so that's what Spirit's got for whoever this is in the collective, okay? Set that table and you eat it. Eat it all, I'm hearing. You set the table for yourself and you eat it all up, okay? Spirit wants you to get goal-oriented, goal-focused right now. Let me just get a couple more. Give that shit up. Look, that says give it up. And it fell on this energy over here. It's time to give it up. There's better stuff on the horizon. So you're going to let this go. There's an ending. It's bringing in your rebirth. Dark night of the soul type energy. But then you're stepping into your new beginning. And you are protected, okay? But you got to give up. You got to give up what's not serving. That's what's being called. Give that crap up, okay? There's good shit on the horizon for you. What else, Spirit? One more for this. And just, yeah, shit happens. Okay? This says shit happens, but let it happen to you. So, okay, Spirit saying give yourself this empathy, right? They want you to meditate. They want, instead of worry, when you're in your thought process, instead of sitting there worrying and like being self-critical of yourself and all of that, they want you to meditate. They want you to do breathing exercises, and they want you to have positive self-talk, right? Instead of tearing yourself down and just, you know, trying to oh, what's the word? Instead of tearing yourself down, instead of trying to like pick yourself apart, right? Instead of picking everything about yourself apart to the degree to where you're like so critical of yourself, they want you to take a deep breath. They want you to meditate. They want you to give yourself positive affirmations. Sit and be still. Be quiet with self. Right? Find quiet moments to just love on yourself, to feed yourself positive thoughts, to feed yourself positive affirmations, to remind yourself to be calm and that everything's okay and that you are enough. Whatever you need to tell yourself, to give yourself this positive new truth about self, right? You take time to do that, okay? Instead of focusing so much on whoever this is over here, Spirit's saying, give that person up. They're a distraction, okay? They're planting seeds of lacking mentality. It's time for you to refocus on you right now and positive affirmations, okay? One more. Silence your inner critic. That's what I was trying to explain. Yeah, it's time for you to silence your inner critic, okay? Tell that little douchebag voice to pipe down, okay? So tell your little inner critic there, if you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all, okay? You can tell yourself that. If you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all, okay? And then once you get this inner critic to be quiet, give yourself empathy. Give yourself kindness. Give yourself reassurance. Think positive thoughts. Dream, I'm hearing. It's okay to dream. Dream. Take off the shit-colored glasses. Okay? Yeah, it's not all bad, right? Find your new normal. You're finding the true you after this process, or through this process. You truly are, okay? Time to take off the poop-colored glasses here. And you are supported on your path. You're the dragonfly right now. You're going through a huge transformation. Shift your perspective. And this transformation, all of this is happening so you can gain a new understanding, a new perspective, so you can step up in your consciousness, in your awareness of why the world is the way the world is, why you are the way you are, right? Like all these questions you've been asking the universe, the why to, you're going through the process of learning what those answers are, okay? And also learning how to shift your perspective and no longer, you know, just looking at things through this shit-colored glasses, okay? You're learning to lovingly accept yourself. I lovingly accept myself. All of yourself, okay? Especially the parts that this inner critic and this other person want to criticize you about. Just accept yourself for however you are in the moment. Love yourself because of it. It doesn't mean you're going to stay a certain way forever. If you don't agree with it and you're like, oh, well, maybe they got a point, right? That's okay. Well, that's good that you're seeing they got a point, but love yourself wherever you're at with it. Okay? Learn to accept yourself, even if you don't get outside validation from another, or even if your inner critic doesn't give you that validation because you've been so conditioned to automatically, you know, see the shit stain part of it first. Whatever. Like you're going through a rebirth is what you're going through. It's okay to feel what you need to feel. Allow yourself to feel that, okay? All right, so I'm going to go. I got to get back to work. I love you guys so much. Please like, share, or subscribe. Bye.